Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. We're still on topic 12, lesson 3. Use units to measure length. So let's start.
How can you use small paper clips to tell how long the pencil is? How can you use big paper clips to tell how long the pencil is? Drag small paper clips above the pencil to measure it. How many small paper clips did you use? Drag big paper clips below the pencil to measure it. How many big paper clips did you use?
All right, so let's do this exercise together. I'm going to use the small paper clip on the top, and I'm going to use the big paper clip for the bottom. So let's see how many small paper clip we're going to use. So this is 1, 2. As you see, I don't overlap. I don't leave a gap. So has to when the first paper clip ends, I'm starting my second one. I'm placing the second one, then placing the third small paper clip, the fourth paper clip. It's not yet, so the fifth paper clip. Now let's use the big paper clip below the pencil and measure and see how many big paper clip I'm going to use. So this is 1. Make sure there's no gaps. And this is my second big paper clip. Remember, no overlapping, no gap. And that's the third paper clip. And that's it. So I can tell that I used 5 small paper clip to measure the same pencil, but I used 3 big paper clip. Let's watch our video.
A ruler is a tool you can use to measure the length of an object. This ruler shows inches. An inch is a standard unit of measurement. 1 inch is the same length on every inch ruler. The 1 means 1 inch. The 2 means 2 inches. Each inch is an equal length. There are no gaps or overlaps. Measure this paper clip. To measure an object, put one end of the object at the 0 mark. Look for the inch number closest to the other end. Is the paper clip closer to 1 inch or 2 inches? Select your answer.
So we're using a ruler. There's inches. I start the object that I want to measure from the 0, where the end starts, and look at where my object stopped or landed in or ended at. So it landed at 1 inch, and then above inch or a little more than inch. So is it closer to 1? This is 1, and look where the paper clip ends, or closer to 2. Very good, closer to 1.
The paper clip is closest to 1 inch, so the paper clip is about 1 inch long. How long is this paper clip? It is between 1 and 2 inches long. It is closer to 2, so this paper clip is about 2 inches long.
So again, look, the strategy when you measure, start from the 0 and look where the object you're measuring, in our case here, the paper clip, ends at this point. And I'm looking, the end of the paper clip, is it closest to 2 inch or closest to 1 inch? I can tell that it's closest to 2 inch, and that's when I say this paper clip is about 2 inches long. All right. So in guided practice, you have few items to measure. Now you know the strategy. You need to start from the beginning. Don't overlap or leave gap between the the cubes that you use. So I'm not going to do this activity because the cube I'm using, it's different than what you have. So if you're using a paper clip or cubes, the most important that You don't overlap, you don't put them on top of each other, or you leave a gap between the paper clip and the other one, or between this cube and the other cube. All right? All right, that's it for today's lesson, first graders. Thank you. Hello, first graders. We are still in topic 12, lesson 4. That's the last lesson for this topic. Use appropriate tools. So please open your book, page 505, and let's start.
Pick one or more of these tools to measure the length of the track. About how long is it? Circle the tools you used.
All right. If you look at the picture of the track, it's not straight. So I cannot use straight or boxes like that or straight rulers. So I need to use that proper tool. I can tell that the string will be the best one because I'm going to take the string and I put it along the track. And then after that, I take the string, straighten it, and measure it using a ruler. All right. Let's watch our video and see how can we use the right tool to get the measurement for any object that it's not straight.
How can you measure the length of an object that is not straight? Let's find out. How is the snake different from other objects you have measured?
The other object we measured before, like a pencil, a stapler, a crayon, a marker, was straight. So I can easily use like paper clip or ruler, and I can start from the beginning, look at my zero, and see where my object ends. But that snake is not straight.
The snake is not straight. What tools could you use to measure the snake?
What tools can you use to measure something that is not straight?
We can use a string, we can use a pipe cleaner, something that it's flexible, that I can take the shape of the snake and then after that straighten it and measure it on my ruler and read how many inches.
You can use string, a pipe cleaner, or something else that bends. Why is string or a pipe cleaner a good tool for measuring the snake? String or a pipe cleaner is a good tool for measuring the snake because you can bend it to be curvy so it will line up along the snake. How can you use string or a pipe cleaner to measure the snake? First, choose a tool. Let's use the string. Then, line the string up with the snake. Then you can straighten the string and measure its length. How long is the snake?
Right. So we use the string, we line up with the snake, made it take the same shape, start from the same point and end it at the same. And then after that, I take the string, make it straight, straighten, and use a ruler to measure the string. And measuring the string, I will tell that the snake is how many inches.
You can thread straws on the string to measure its length. The snake is about 4 straws long. Now you know how to measure an object that is not straight.
All right, let's see your guided practice, page 506. All right, circle whether you need just straws or the straws and the string to measure the length of each object. Then measure it. So as we see, this is the straw and it's not straight. So I know that I can use string and a straw. Why? Because I'm going to use the string first to line it up with the shape I have. And then after that, I'm going to straighten the straws and measure it with my ruler to see how many inch, or put after the straws and find how many straw. Over here, I'm gonna, if you look at it, it's straight. So it's easy that I can use straws on it. So what I'm gonna use, straws, line up all the straws. Why? Because I'm not using a string, because this is a marker straight object that I can line up my straws next to each other and count how many straws did I use. So we're using the right tools with the right object that you want to measure, make it easy for you and help you to get the accurate measurement or the accurate length. All right, first graders. So today with the last lesson for our topic, measuring objects, we learn about using paper clips, using how to measure. We're starting with the 0 and then count how many inch do we use. And I see if I'm closer to 1 inch or 2 inches. Also, we learned that when we use a straight object, if I have a straight object, I can use measurement tape or rulers and read my measurement on my measurement unit. Also, we learn how to measure two objects that they're not next to each other. So we know that we can use a third object. So we can use a string or a ruler, and I measure one object, then I go and measure the second object using the same part, the string or the paper clip that I used before. All right. So that was it for today's lesson and this topic. Thank you.